Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Center, and welcome to the world of magic and miracles. It's a special day here at the Advancement Center as one of our family is celebrating a birthday. V.D. Jones is 86 today. And I can say her age because she happens to be my mother. It's a special treat to be able to broadcast on her birthday. And I'm going to take a few minutes to say a few things about my mom. She has had a phenomenal life that is still growing each day. She was quite a brilliant child, tested off the charts, offered a scholarship into a prep school. But my grandparents, didn't think that was the best for her. She's worked in different industries, done many things, but most importantly, primarily raised 4 sons who were always a handful, just as 4 sons would be. But she kept us fed and clothed and out of trouble. That's enough of a life in itself. She would be the first to say that she wasn't a perfect mother. No mother is. No person is. But she transmitted to me, without even knowing it, a legacy of love, a legacy of freedom that came directly through her parents, my grandparents, that I had the pleasure to be in their company as often as I did. They were passing on a legacy of love from somewhere in our lineage. My mother didn't tell us how to love in any specific way. She didn't even tell us not to hate, not to judge, even though we were being judged. It was just transmitted in the way she treated other people. And we got the message to be kind, to be courteous, to not judge another by the color of their skin or anything. She transmitted this. And it was delivered all the time without us even knowing. And a legacy of freedom. No expectations, no you have tos, you need to. So that it was nothing weighing on my shoulders. I have to be something. I have to do something. I could just be me. What a gift that is. once again, it's just who she is. She wasn't trying. And she might say she even failed in some regards. But I felt free. And I've passed that on to my daughter, who's now passing it on to her sons as the legacy of love and freedom carries on to the next generation. My mother was curious, always seeming to move every 5 or so years. But that didn't bother me. We stayed in the same general vicinity, so I had constant contact with my grandparents and uncles and aunts and cousins. But we were always shifting around. So moving and changing locations, being in the company of different people has never been uncomfortable. But in her curiosity, she changed her name to an African name. She changed her name to something else. And then she would go back. And she was led here just a year after me with no intentions of coming to the Advancement Center. Life just brought us to California independently. And now we're here. And that's no accident. A visionary and more. Happy birthday, Mom. And now I'll read a few words to you. Mom, you held a place for me to come to myself. It is conscious yet mostly unconscious in this place where we are not fully aware of who we are and what we do. But that is what you did and continue to do for your 4 sons and a multitude of family, friends, and strangers alike. Through the power of your love and your vision, you give safe harbor to cosmic travelers on their journey to themselves. Therefore, know today, on your day of birth, who you have always been. You are a cosmic master, and you sit at the gate of the secrets of creation, and you hold the door open for all who are weary and heavy laden, and you give them peace, and you give them rest, and you escort them through the door that they could not find themselves because you know the way. Happy human birthday to you. May you enjoy this day in your human world, but may you never forget these words that I have spoken to you. And may you never forget who you are and what you do. You will continue in this human incarnation to surpass every need and every fear as you come to fully step into the power of your mastery here on earth. Thank you for holding the path and directing the traffic beyond the stars. It is an honor to be called your son. Happy birthday. I love you. The illusion of separation. Within each person exists the fullness of the Creator and all creation itself. Every piece of life, every animate and inanimate object that you see, feel, touch, taste, and hear is imbued with the life, wisdom, beauty, and love of the Creator. When you can begin to see this, feel this, know this, and live this, you will have found your way back home, back to the beginning, before the illusion of separation from that Creator was embedded into your consciousness so strongly that it became your reality. This may not be something you can focus on as you go about your life here in the physical reality, but no truer words could ever be spoken. A blade of grass, the clothes you're wearing, the food you eat, the animals you see, the chair you're sitting in, the car you drive, the house you live in, and the bed you sleep in are all holders of the unknowable and indescribable presence of the Creator. That essence, that light, that perfection, that all-powerful, all-knowing, and omnipresence is there, staring right back at you as the same qualities within you stare out at it. The human being is just a larger expression of the Creator compared to that blade of grass, but it is no greater than the blade of grass in the eyes and consciousness of the Creator. The human being is the culmination of many visits into the world of physical matter, accumulated experiences to bring your awareness and consciousness to a level where it would inhabit a physical form for a purpose only known to you and your Creator. Therefore, the power and light that exists within a human entity is incomparable and without measure. And we are without the awareness in this physical form to comprehend the mystery of its existence. Most have hidden that light and power deep within because of the circumstances that they experienced upon their arrival here in this physical dimension, as their remembrance and awarenesses were covered over with the illusion of separation from the nature of their Creator and the nature of themselves. For most, this was their agreement upon their arrival on earth, and in preparation for their arrival, they chose the purpose and the destination, but they did not choose the circumstances. Therefore, they could not prepare for the reality of feeling separated from their Creator and themselves. So they closed the shutters, locked the door, and hung the sign over the entrance to their heart saying, "Closed," hoping deep inside that they would remember what each day they were beginning to forget. Yet in the midst of their conscious or unconscious decision to close the doors, their light was still there. It never left. It can never leave. And just as the ships that wander through the darkness of the vast ocean hope with all their heart to see that beacon of light from the lighthouse, so too has each being who has lost their way hoped to also see that beacon of light. A beacon of light that lights their way back to safety and reminds them that all is well, and that triggers a remembrance of who they are, the light they have within, and the indescribable power that they wield. Come with me to the other side of the veil where the illusion of separation dissolves in the presence of the Creator. Know that you can live here even while you are still in the physical plane. If you choose to do that, you will experience a beauty and a feeling that is almost too much to bear. The recognition of yourself and the Creator in everything is overwhelming, to say the least. And I am shedding tears over and over as I stand in the magnificence of the reality of who and what everything is. It is fleeting, but it is growing, and it is taking me home. The awareness of the full nature of who you are is elusive, for it is above every name and every label that would try and define it, which would in fact only limit it. And as I sit in my chair and write these words, my awareness grows. And as my awareness grows, I gain more and more access to that exalted level of consciousness and the infinite intelligence that rides within its flow. The illusion of separation is disintegrating right before our eyes, but we can't actually see it. We can only feel it. And it is in that feeling that we can know it, and we can say, give me more, show me more, take me home. For the world of separation is dissolving under the power of our awareness, because the illusion can't exist in the same space as the true. And even though the majority still sees the illusion as real, I, even if I am alone, am running headlong into what is being shown as true to me. And as I do this, I offer my hand to any and all who would desire to join me. It is not to leave this place of illusion, but simply to surpass and transcend the illusion and discover your power over it. I can see this and feel this as clear as I can see and feel the sun rising in the dawn of the morning sky. This is part one of the illusion of separation. There will be more to express about our individual and collective journey to surpass and transcend the illusion of separation, which, when achieved, provides a gateway to our home. Stay tuned. Cheers, everyone, and welcome home. Love is a funny thing. Whenever I give it, it comes back to me. And it's wonderful to be giving with my whole heart as my heart receives your love. Oh, ain't it nice? Tonight we've got each other, and I am right beside you, more than just a partner or a lover. I'm your friend. When you love someone, your heartbeat beats so loud. When you love someone, your feet can't feel the ground. Shining stars all seem to congregate around your face when you love someone. It comes back to you. And love is a funny thing. It's making my blood flow with energy. And it's like an awaking dream, as what I've been waiting for is happening, and it's right on time. Oh, ain't it nice, this life we've got each other, and I am right beside you, more than just a partner or a lover. I'm your friend. When you love someone, your heartbeat beats so loud. When you love someone, your feet can't feel the ground. Shining stars all seem to congregate around your face When you love everyone, it comes back to you. From whatever you love, or from yourself, or from your creator, it comes back to you. Thank you for listening, everyone. Happy birthday, Mom. May everyone have a perfect life with perfect health and a magic future as you leave the illusion of separation. Thank you for listening. I am David.